Hi, I'm Dr. Katie Woodley, holistic veterinarian and founder of The Natural Pet Doctor. And I want to share a quick story with you about Riley, a sweet dog who was struggling with chronic acid reflux, allergies, and was given the diagnosis of IBD. Riley's mom was heartbroken. She had tried everything, medications like Prilosec, countless diets, steroids, and supplements, but nothing seemed to work. Riley was still vomiting bile, constantly licking her lips, itching, had diarrhea, and had a hunched posture after eating many meals. So, after starting my Healthy Holistic Pet for Life Blueprint program, we discovered that Riley's root issue wasn't just acid reflux. It was a gut imbalance that needed targeted support. So, with testing, tailored herbal remedies like slippery elm, okra pepsin, and a therapeutic diet, Riley's now thriving. Her reflux episodes have decreased significantly, and her mom is finally sleeping through the night knowing her girl feels better. Now, if you've been watching your pet struggle like Riley did, I want to help you too. So, this is where I help pet parents like you all over the world figure out the root cause of their pet's gut health issues, and I don't want you to struggle alone anymore. There's a link below to speak with me directly, so go ahead and schedule that call. But by the end of this video, you're going to have some actionable steps to find the root cause and start healing your pet's acid reflux naturally. So make sure you stick around to learn more. Now let's talk about what is GERD or acid reflux in pets. Acid reflux isn't just a minor inconvenience for our pets. It's actually really painful and it can lead to long-term damage. Now, acid reflux happens when the lower esophageal sphincter or LES doesn't close properly and it lets stomach acid back up into the esophagus. So if your dog or your cat is showing signs like constant lip licking or air licking, they're eating grass or dirt that are like desperate for relief, they're vomiting bile or refusing to eat because it hurts, restlessly pacing, hunched over in discomfort, or they're whining after meals. And even if you're seeing bad breath despite no dental disease, they might have acid reflux. Now, it can be really heart-wrenching to watch and it can leave you feeling helpless. And you might be wondering, am I doing something wrong? But let me assure you, it's not your fault. GERD is more common than most people realize. And the good news is that we can actually help your pet feel better by addressing what's causing the symptoms. Now, I need to talk about some of the dangers of long-term medications. And I know that many of you might have turned to medications like Prilosec or Omeprazole out of desperation. And I get it. When your pet's in pain, you'll do anything to help. And I'm not against conventional drugs. There's a time and a place when they're used appropriately. But what you might not know is that these medications only mask the symptoms without addressing the root cause for why the symptom is there. And over time, they can lead to nutrient deficiencies, gut health imbalances, and even kidney damage. And yet, your pet's still probably struggling, even while on these medications. And I've worked with so many pet parents who feel stuck, like they've run out of options, but there's a better way. So by uncovering what's really causing your pet's acid reflux at the root cause level, we can actually create a plan to help them heal naturally without long-term reliance on medications like we did with Riley. So you might be asking, how the heck do we find the root cause, right? Now, the first step to healing is understanding what's really going on, and that's where targeted testing comes in. One of the tests that I run on patients like Riley who are experiencing acid reflux is one from Animal Biome. Animal Biome's gut test is going to help us uncover imbalances in your pet's gut microbiome, which can play a major role in acid reflux. Many of these pets will have an overgrowth of E. coli and dysbiosis, or that imbalance, and this can lead to other imbalances in the body that then lead to the symptoms of acid reflux. Innovative Pet Lab stool analysis is also another test that gives us insights into the function of the gut. So how well is your pet digesting their food? Whether there's inflammation in the gut lining, maybe there's food sensitivities to things like gluten contributing to their discomfort. And then we always start with hair tissue mineral analysis testing in our Blueprint program because it highlights mineral imbalances, deficiencies, excesses, or even heavy metal toxicities that can directly impact digestive health and overall health. These tests are going to remove the guesswork and they give us the information we need to then create a customized plan that works for your pet. And it's a great starting point to get more information on those deeper layers that may be inhibiting your pet from healing. So imagine knowing what's causing your pet's discomfort rather than guessing. And of course, having a clear natural path to help them feel better. It's a much better place to be in, right? But let's talk about some of my favorite holistic remedies for acid reflux. Now, we start with like diet adjustments that actually work. I know you've probably already tried changing your pet's food, maybe even a lot, right? But there's a science to creating an acid reflux friendly diet. We want to keep a diet low in saturated fats so it doesn't worsen reflux. So you want to make sure you're using lean meats, like rabbit is a great one. You also want to keep the diet free from acidic foods like tomatoes, vinegar. So apple cider vinegar may make things a little bit worse when there's inflammation in that esophageal tract. So full of soothing, easy to digest ingredients is a key part of the diet. So things like canned pumpkin or cooked pumpkin can also be helpful. And it's not just what you feed, it's how you feed. So smaller, more frequent meals can actually reduce the pressure on your pet's stomach, making a big difference in their comfort, and also giving them a meal, a small meal right before they go to bed can really help if they have a lot of reflux in the morning before they eat. Now, there are a few herbal remedies that really help soothe and heal. This is where natural remedies can work wonders for acid reflux. And I've seen pets thrive with slippery elm, which is a gentle herb that's going to coat and protect the esophagus due to its mucilage properties. Now, the dose of slippery elm is very simple, quarter teaspoon per 10 pounds body weight, and you can give that multiple times a day. You want to make sure you're giving this at least 30 minutes away from other supplements and meds because it can potentially impact absorption. Now, licorice root or deglycerized licorice root, which is safer over the long term, especially if your pet has anything like hypertension or high blood pressure, is going to help reduce and calm down excess stomach acid. It's going to support healing through its natural anti-inflammatory properties. But the other neat thing about licorice is that it's a support for the adrenal glands that can be under a lot of stress when the body is sick. And then, of course, ginger. This helps improve digestion. It reduces nausea. So you can add a pinch of ginger powder to the food or even a tablespoon of brewed ginger tea per day to help. Now, these aren't just temporary fixes. They can actually help heal the root imbalances. And there are some other supplements too that I use alongside of them for the more impactful gut healing properties. Now, BPC 157 is a peptide known for its healing properties, especially in the gut. It helps repair damaged tissues, it reduces inflammation, makes it an excellent choice for pets with chronic acid reflux. BPC 157 supports the integrity of the gut lining, preventing further damage from stomach acid. Make sure to check out our blog post linked in the description for dosing recommendations and the brands that I personally use for my patients, since there's a lot of poor quality brands out there and even potentially harmful brands of peptides on the market. Now, digestive enzymes are really helpful to support proper food breakdown. With acid reflux, many pets have actually too little stomach acid. They're not actively producing their own enzymes, which then doesn't allow them to break down, digest, and absorb the nutrients from the food. Standard process okra pepsin is one supplement that provides some additional digestive support, but it also helps soothe and coat the inflamed esophageal lining. And once again, the dosages are listed down below. The brands and where you can find them are also in that link in the description. Now let's go back to Riley. You remember Riley? So after just a few weeks on some diet changes, herbal remedies, and her supplements, after we did her testing, the changes were incredible. Her vomiting reduced, her energy came back, and her mom finally felt at peace knowing Riley was no longer in pain. Now, this is what's possible when we address the root causes instead of just treating the symptoms like we a lot of times do with things like Prilosec. Now, if you're feeling overwhelmed and you're not sure where to start, I'm here to guide you. Through my Healthy Holistic Pet for Life Blueprint program, we help you uncover your pet's root issues and create a personalized plan together to help them feel better for good. So I don't want you to wait for things to get worse. There's a link below to schedule your free discovery call today, and let's start your pet's healing journey together. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, you don't have to do this alone, and make sure you watch the next video on integrative pet health testing to learn more about how to find those root imbalances through specific key tests, and make sure you download our free gut health guide too. And I'll see you soon.